Our next guest is the very talented Diane Lane, who says her latest role is her most complicated yet. The award-winning actor plays real-life socialite Slim Keith in the series Feud, Capote versus the Swans. Lane and actors Naomi Watts, Chloe Sevigny, and Callista Flockhart play the Swans. They are a group of wealthy Manhattan it girls. These are the original it girls, who go to war with writer Truman Capote after he publicly reveals their secrets in the salacious Esquire magazine story. Slim Keith is reimagined in Capote's piece as a character who has a very cool name. It's Lady Coolbirth. Here's a preview.
What is it you want?
To be able to talk again.
Talk? Are you insane? Why didn't you think of that before you turned me into Lady Coolbirth, that person I am now?
Ow. Ow.
Diane Lane is here with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
So good to see you.
Nice to be here with you.
So let's just set up who these Swans were, because they really were the original it girls. In a world of influencers that we live in now, these women graced the covers of magazines. They were the international jet set. They invented the term ladies who lunch.
They were editors of the magazine. They were on the best dressed list. Back in those days, it was the women who sort of inspired fashion rather than the other way around, you know. They were the ones that people were trying to emulate.
So what attracted you then to this role?
Well, I mean, when Ryan Murphy calls you, you take the call. I mean, he said that, you know, he went to the people he wanted first out, and who was going to say no to that offer? It's just delicious.
It's always nice to be wanted, but let's talk about Slim Keith.
Yes.
What kind of friend was she, Vlad? She was boinking her friend's husband.
Yes.
With friends like
She
that.
didn't want people
That's
to
illegal.
know.
Yeah, that she didn't want people to know. And then I'd never heard of her, and then I started Googling her.
And of course, Bill Paley, CBS,
Yeah, Bill Paley,
founder of
yes,
CBS.
Founder of CBS.
Yeah, a little scandalous there. Well, the truth is that Slim knew Bill before he had met his future wife. They're good, you know. Anyway.
Still not okay, Slim.
Well, no, I know, but this is casting aspersions on people's sex lives, and I'm just going, is it true? I don't know myself. I mean, Truman said, you know, I'm not going to let the truth get in the way of a good story. So when you have license like that, I'm sure you can run with it, you know.
But she didn't do many interviews, Diane. So
Right.
how did you prepare for her?
She did an
character?
amazing book. I had the greatest Bible of all time. Although she did admit that she omitted a lot. Because she learned a lot from the pain of what Truman had done.
Yeah.
Like, let's not spill all the beans. We don't need to leave a trail of destruction behind us.
That was a
because
betrayal,
words live
though.
longer than people.
Truman, that was a betrayal, though. You know, he's your good friend. I always think people in the inner circle, once you're in the inner circle, I don't care what happens. I think it's really wrong to betray that.
No, it's
Right.
sacred. It's sacred
Yeah.
territory.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to have a safe zone where you can be yourself with true friends.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, on that subject, I hope you will betray all of your colleagues in this and tell us what it was like working with an amazing cast. I mean, really,
Yes,
truly a
truly.
knockout cast. We got Chloe Sevigny, we got Callista Flockhart, Demi Moore, and Molly Ringwald.
All my teenage crushes,
Wow,
including
wow.
Miss Lane. Which I told her when I first
please.
met her.
Go all Truman Capote
Yes.
on us and tell us all the secrets. What was it like behind the scenes?
Well, Chloe was always on her phone because her sweet, adorable, beautiful child. This is technology that they have now. You can watch your kid all day long.
Yes.
And how can you
monitor,
compete
yes.
with that? So I couldn't begrudge her that. If that technology existed when Eleanor was 3 years old, I would have been the same. So we were all peeking looks and saying, what's she up to now? What are they up to now? And to me, our kids went to school together in high school in Los Angeles, so that was very fun, and I really enjoyed her book so much, especially the Audible book, because she's such a fantastic speaking voice. And, you know, Callista's lovely. I've had dinners with her and her wonderful husband, Harrison. And I'm just, you know, amazed at all of it. And Naomi, who dropped the bomb on us one morning, ladies, I'm getting married. And I just
And then that was big news.
It was big news.
But listen to you, Diane, you've been acting since you were 6.
Yes.
You
true.
describe it as having a Teflon soul. What does that mean?
Well, the
I like
second
the
half of
phrase
that
of that.
was you either cook with it or you let it slide.
Ah, yeah.
Because
Well,
Can't take
love
things
that.
personally.
I like that too.
I can't take things personally.
we have a clip Francis Ford Coppola posted on his Instagram. I don't know if you saw this. He posted the auditions of all of the great actors and actresses.
I heard about
Yeah,
this.
so I think we have a clip of that from The Outsiders.
Oh,
There you
my
are.
Wow.
Auditioning for the legendary filmmaker Francis Ford Coppola and I told you this
what
when I first
movie?
met you,
Gotta
The Outsiders.
tell you the truth.
The Outsiders with Tom Cruise and
That
Patrick
is for a
Swayze.
little romance. I was
Oh, really?
13 there.
How old?
Yeah,
How
I could
old?
tell by my hair length.
Wow.
How old were
Yeah,
you?
that was a little romance. So I must have been 12 or 13.
Wow.
That was for George Roy Hill.
I know, and when you look at
That was at the
little
Paramount
girl-
building,
Oh,
where the
around here.
Mayflower used to be. Yeah, that.
But when you look at that little girl and then you
Yes.
look at yourself, what do you think?
I think.
Still very
Bless
pretty.
her. She looks like a little colt, finding her footing. You know, wobbly,
her.
Look
wobbly
at
legs.
you. And now your daughter, Eleanor Lambert, is also
Yes.
acting. You give her advice?
Sometimes. I mean, only if it's asked. At your own peril, right? Because
Yeah.
you know, when you're somebody's parent.
Gail, you know a little bit
has
about
too
that,
much-
giving advice.
I'm very
weight
big
on the
on giving
scale.
unsolicited advice.
That's right. They call that criticism.
Yes.
That's different.
All right, Diane Lane, thank you very much.
Thank
The show's terrific. It's so
you.
wonderful to
I
have
think
you.
you're going to win an award for this role. I
The
think
season finale of
Sweet, thank
Feud,
you.
Capote versus the Swans, airs tonight on FX, and the entire season will be available tomorrow on Hulu.